Alright. I think we're all set.
Okay.
I'm gonna start us off with going through a few of the, like, just single floor themed around a certain boss type levels. We've got a bunch of those to clean up on Spicy. Excited because I'm finally working on my power tank again, and I could really use some powerful upgrades to a couple of these. I really like a couple of these gadgets.
Damn it, I remember how to play. I totally remember all my buttons. I'm not struggling at all.
I got done died. Nice work.
Woo!
Doesn't help that I'm playing melee class right now, but I let myself get a little overwhelmed there. Ranked up my special with that, apparently. Fry is the last one that I'm leveling, and I was expecting her to be my favorite, which is why I saved her for last. Get the other ones out of the way, but I think I might actually switch to Big Man. The on-demand invincibility is just broken.
Yeah, I could see that being really good.
Yeah.
I just like things that are summoned from the sky.
I like running in and being in everything's face, and that's dangy, so...
Nice.
Ultimately, I'm planning to go melee turrets, basically. excited to get more upgrades for the Splatchet. Because it's already basically like whatever's in front of me, I want it to not exist anymore. Nice, I leveled up. It does give me enough to actually get more capacity on my gadgets. I need it, I need it, I need it. I'm only just now running into the problem of you've not only got so many like gadget part slots for the allotment that you can upgrade, but you can only have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 unique different things on your gadget at a time. That's a little unfortunate. Out of my way?
Oh my gosh, I got that on camera. I used my dash away twice and somehow like went over the edge, but landed up on the other side just fine. I was like, it's like I don't even know how I did that.
Nice.
But I can't wait to watch it and figure out how that happened.
Straight stunting on him now. I brought the wrong kit for this.
Yeah, I can't jump there.
Whoops. Right, I'm gonna need you to be here.
Yeah, I need that.
Yeah, it's kind of working. Well, my last effort wasn't quite enough. We'll switch to a different setup real quick. How about that one or something? Okay, got a better setup now. I've got the propeller that pushes you upwards in the zip line. There must be something new in the update. The big fish like targets on your ship can actually get knocked off of their base and move around now. I don't think you could do that before. The timer ran out on that one. Are you there?
I was just equipping stuff.
Okay.
But I'm good.
Yeah, just wanted to double check. Ran out of ink 'cause it's been forever since I've been on the ground. It's easy when you cheese it. I think maybe after this one, a grinding level or farming level. Yeah. Yeah, this is one of the longer farming levels. I want to get some gadget heart drops. Not getting enough of those from those other levels. dudes down there, but there doesn't appear to be a point down there. I already got all the secrets here, so... That was great. Got a couple of red ones ready to go. The kind of a jerk move for them to spawn a snake guy right behind the sniper.
I like how we were both immediately just like, no, sniper, no sniping, get out of here immediately,
Yeah.
no. None of that.
They do keep messing me up with the snake guy spawning where the snipers are, but that is priority one. There's a lot of quick decisions on threat assessment in this game, much like Helldivers. Oh, once more around the island. Sniper. I know this is one of the secrets back there. Probably kill these guys though. Whoa. That was close. Whoa. I got hit by a knockback effect that just threw me into everything there. That was a little, unfortunate. Almost recovered, but I didn't. Snakes are definitely also very high on my priority list.
Ooh, I got a 5-star thing.
Nice. I've been hoping this whole time to get a 5-star gadget upgrade thing. Gotten a couple golds, but
Ignore that. I was just picking up my controller. I constantly hit the over here, and I like never actually mean to do it.
yeah, I really wish they had swapped the position of over here in Booyah, because
right, I could do
I'm
that
all
all
about
day.
excessive Booyahs, yeah. Get him. Didn't even realize the goalie was here.
Yeah, I didn't see it until then. No. Oh.
new strat that's worked out really well for me a couple of times now is just go ahead and just splash it, charge into a group that's got a UFO in it. It kills everything. The UFO drops on me. It doesn't hurt me that bad, and then I just kind of get lifted up and kill it.
Nice. Oh. No. No sniping for you.
I'll go turn in after this one, but saw a red light was a came over down. I was like, you know what, one more. Oh, I see another red beacon on the way.
Rain. I don't know, it's a thing. I love like the rain down arrow attack with the Bard in Final Fantasy. I love Madoka's rain down attack. I like things that fall from the sky, I guess.
Very valid. It's
Just
usually
enjoy
pretty
them.
effective too. It's usually pretty good AoE.
Even the Infinity Nikki combat, like arrow ability I pulled that Born Flawless has like a rain down arrow attack. It's just like a thing.
I did do a Rain of Arrows briefly in Path of Exile this season.
Nice. Yes. I did have meteors falling from the sky.
Oh, I'm not satisfied, so we're going to do the next farming level, I guess. We can get a single fire site. Ooh. Oh, good. Okay, Oh, a lot of things there died right when I needed them to. That was close. Oh. I got a little too overzealous still. Thought I could tank that hit. I couldn't. I just had the thought I should make a note to make sure that we have like a rain of arrows attack in our game.
Yes. You absolutely should. Maybe we should rain down stars. Also rain down sparkles.
Thinking about raining down stars just makes me think about WoW druids. Like starfalls, moonbeams, and the occasional plant. I'd always figured Fry was going to be my favorite special because I usually like just set it and forget it things. That was my main reason. Ooh. I found a 5-star blaster.
Nice.
Not what I'm looking for, but nice to be reminded that 5 stars can drop. Where'd they go? I didn't think they were gonna go away that quickly. Of course, that's what's still alive. One random Dawn guy wandered in from off field.
Oh, I hate flames. I just love jumping into stuff.
Hi, dude.
Satisfying. It's just so satisfying.
Still need to finish up my cutscenes with her, and I think every time you use it, it progresses. So figured I might as well. Actually, I'm really close to level. I just noticed that. We should have stayed a little longer. Oh well. Ooh, my tank's ready to power up though.
Nice. Five-star dualies.
Nice. We need to get to level 50 though, so we're getting level 55 stars.
Yeah.
We're back to another one of the themed single floors.
Ruined. Ruined.
Nice, I leveled up.
Nice.
I believe I can now completely max out my capacity for gadget upgrades.
Nice.
Alright, when you fully upgraded one of your things on your tank, it says upgraded to the max. Made me think of Futurama. 80s guy episode. I just changed up my splatter light setup. I think it'll do way more damage. For a second I was like, is this not just the same level we just did? Like
Right?
the map is the same, just different
Looks
dates.
like the same.
Just keep layering them, guys. Perfect.
I know, I love it. Making me real happy.
At first, I
I
was
just
like,
need
this
like a
one.
satisfying thing to play. Huh?
Yeah, like at first I was like, this one might be a little tricky because you have to really like clear the space instead of just hitting them, which my strategy is usually just hit them. Oops. I was just messing around, didn't realize that was when it was radio.
So satisfying.
I've once again brought a build that's probably just not the right choice. Eggs. There we go.
Yeah. And I had my special, and I was like, "How long have I had that? Did I just get that?"
I just seen like enough eggs just sitting around, and I was like, "Oh, gotta grab the eggs, grab the eggs, get everything else, grab the eggs." We got 4 more of those left to do on spicy. And then we've got 1 more farming level to do on spicy. And I think we're done with the spicy difficulty, and we're on to super spicy, or the bottomless pit. That is not truly bottomless, it goes to 999. Should double check the levels, but after we finished everything on spicy, I think we might be high enough level to start the like 3 new dungeons that unlocked after we hit credits, which that's how you get the relics that allow you to use the other tank's abilities. I'm glad my control stick has finally returned to normal from the final boss. For like a couple of play sessions, the like texture of the joystick was just different from how hard I was like palm rotating it. Oh, apparently we actually have a couple of the like linear levels left to do on Spicy as well. Ooh. Oh yeah, some of these are higher level than us. Alright, I guess let's do a linear level on Spicy.
Ready, I'm ready, I'm ready.
Want some more, or I guess for this tank, any 5-star upgrades for gadgets, so I can just switch over back to my main tank. Just trying to get my upgrades.
I like use the same thing all the time. It's just a favorite thing to do. Just like jump and dodges and throw a thing.
I have now maxed out all 3 tanks.
I've just been playing with the speed tank. I was like,
that does appear to be how like a lot of people seem to be playing it, because I've seen, like, looking online the first couple days just to see what people were saying about things, I saw a lot of people being like, man, I couldn't see playing this game as anything but the power tank. It's completely broken. It's all I've used so far. And somebody else is like, no, that's exactly how I feel about the power tank. And then somebody else is like, yeah, that's how the technical tank is for sure. So it seems like they're all pretty darn good. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to settle into, as I planned from the beginning, technical tank with power tank. I'm just trying to get things from the power tank for that. I'm on the last, like, unlock for the specials as well. I just need to get one more rank on Fry, and then I've got all of them maxed. These levels are fast when you don't need to find the secrets.
Yeah. You don't have to like look around and go.
Alright, that's it. We're calling in Fry.
For no sniping.
Boom.
Oh, I almost went right off that, but it was totally fine.
Yeah, I think what I do best with the speed tank is just launch myself off the stage. Definitely. Definitely how I play that one.
I'm not careful. Oh, I hit hard.
The Meteor Fist ability from the power tank is also very good for when you just like need a second to just like scratch an itch. Get a little bit of hang time. Ah, there we go. Last cutscene for the ranking up specials.
Nice.
Ooh.
I got new twinsies.
Nice.
Doodlies.
Alright, I guess maxing all three also leads to another cutscene.
You're like out here maxing stuff. I'm just like, I refuse to change.
I mean, that was me like season 1 of Diablo and Path of Exile. I don't care. I don't care that minions aren't working. I'm doing minions. Alright. Switching back over to, actually, I'm going to switch my tank over to tactical as well. And big main. Oh, I haven't used the technical in so long, I don't even have all of my relics equipped. Alright. At this point, mainly just want levels. I want to get to 50 so we get level 50 drops, which is the maximum, and the rest of the skill points and be able to do the thing. Because, like, some of the things that are on the list to do right now are, like, level 70 something. So there's like there's a level cap at level 50, but then you keep going up to like plus 999, and it's no skill points, less stats and whatnot that you get from it. But
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like level 50 is like the significant level to get to
I think I
the
get an
highest
outfit
drops.
52, so.
Nice. Yeah, turn around. Where are we going? We wanted up this hill for some reason.
Just follow you.
Think this way? Oh yes, here we go. Oh, whoops. I didn't realize that there was a little crevasse there.
I also just saw that.
Totally thought I was gonna die when I fell down there.
I was like, I'm gonna go, oh. I can't just go over there this way. Oh, almost. It's fine.
Okay, now I think we actually do want to go down that. Yeah, we want to go down there.
Wonderful. That worked out perfectly. Oh no, that didn't work out perfectly though.
Everything's easy when you're invincible. I saw somebody online point out that the vocal part of the victory track that plays there at the end sounds like it could be "We got the treasure." We got the treasure.
Flatly. 5-star, you say?
Ooh. You were wrecking some face pretty hard with this flatling before.
5-star.
a suspicion that the Splatolites might be a better choice for my power gadget than the Splatchet, but the Splatchet's just so fun.
That's why I play everything I play, because it's so fun. I just love jumping into this stuff. I'm just gonna keep doing it.
Excuse me, sir, I have snipers to deal with. Yeah. I never did look into Reanimal having a DLC. Oh yeah, I saw that pop up on my console as well when I went for this, so...
Okay,
guess-
I had not looked into that at all.
yeah, so... Did you ever actually even install it on your system?
Yeah, it's on my...
Okay. Yeah, because when I went to play today, it popped up that the DLC was installed. And
Okay.
was ready to play whenever it comes out. So, based off of when that's been happening for Star Fox and Splatoon, that's like a week before it comes out that it starts preloading like that. So,
Okay.
probably next week.
Nice.
If not, you know, like Tuesday
I want to play it.
already. Yeah. It's definitely...
I just remembered it's around the time I heard there would be one. And we did play it, so.
Yeah, probably end up streaming that, playing that next week.
Nice. Jumping! I love jumping. Destroying things.
I'm definitely curious where they're going to go with the next chapter. Like, I assume it's going to just follow a different route. Because it kind of seems like the characters that they had in the base game were kind of... Their story was done, essentially.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
don't know.
I'm guessing they'll each be like little self-contained stories with their own sets of characters.
I almost died.
Nice job not dying.
Yeah, I was like, real almost there. Didn't fix that, but it worked out. It happened.
I got momentarily excited for a 5-star, but it's a charger.
Aw, I'm sorry. Never been a fan of those.
Alright, this is the last linear level on spicy.
Spicy.
Yeah. And we'll just have super spicy ones. Well, I mean, we still have to do like most of the bosses on spicy, and some of the bosses we still need to do on normal, just for like the alternate relic things.
I like spicy. Raja. Raja, all the things.
I survived having a little bit of spice in something the other day. That's where I'm at.
Nice. Good job. Ooh. Getting spicy.
So much space in between fighting. There's my dopamine again.
Ah. Why do I suck at dodging the fire?
When you're not ready for it, it's a lot.
They overlap, and I'm like, hey.
Yeah. If I can focus on it, it's not much of a problem for me, but if I'm not ready for it, it is a problem. Just need to give Big Man a second. I'm going after the big guy. Probably should have saved Big Man for that.
It's okay, I got.
We got 4 lives. The resource. We'll use it.
Got the rain from the sky.
Got a 5-star gadget upgrade. It's not one that I care about. Yeah. As I thought, I need 2 skill points to actually get the things I don't want. Alright, we beat all of that style of level on spicy. There are some that are super spicy that are actually on our level, but it's a little bit too high still. Which actually, I think is... No, not quite what we need. Let's go ahead and clear out a couple of the bosses on spicy. Those are low level. Well, I made a terrible mistake. And it worked out. Everything's fine.
Oh. I almost made a terrible mistake and went off the edge, but it was fine. It was totally fine.
It's wonderful. I decided to like charge both of the snakes in the center and just try and blow up the balloon. If then I couldn't find the balloon, and I was like completely surrounded.
Things happen.
I died.
I make them frequently. Ooh. Okay. Just, yeah. Rain death from the sky. So satisfying. Oh. I almost walked into a curtain of ink.
Yeah, those are dangy and like always kind of there. You just turn around and they're just there.
Yeah. Like, oh, hello.
I wasn't expecting guests. Rats on level.
Yeah. Ding.
Nice. Now for the actual boss.
Yay.
Makes sense. That's why we saw so many of those leading up to this.
Whoa, hey.
Wow, was easy.
Nice.
Ooh, I just got a Primo. Katana. Might actually have to give that a shot.
Pretty sure.
It's Primo 4-star. Never mind.
Should use my thing, my points. I should do that. There. Oh, I got a 5-star a swing roller. There we go. That's the word.
Nice.
Got a 5-star roller.
I'm gonna try out this 4-star Primo katana. It's got very fast attack speed.
Nice. I like my twin cans.
Yeah, this will probably be a mistake, but I'm going to try it. All right, I forgot I didn't have a gun anymore. I think I'm going to need some ink saver with this weapon. The crazy attack speed goes through ink very fast.
I'm just killing it. I'm killing it out here. No snipe.
Definitely far more accustomed to guns. The sword is strong, but I'm not used to it.
Yes, rain on me.
I almost died, but then big man. I got a primo bow and arrow.
Nice.
Blast him. Hello, Benima Deshi. This game rules. I love this game. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Now, of course, I've been a Splatoon fan since like day one of the initial like test fire. Didn't play 3 as much, but this is what I want from a Splatoon game at this point. So I don't really do competitive gaming that much anymore. Yeah, good to see you. Hope you are doing well. I feel like this is the Splatoon equivalent to the new Donkey Kong game, where it's just like, it's just dopamine. You just press the buttons and like a bunch of cool stuff happens. Yeah, I played a fair amount of Splatoon 2 as well, so like Splatoon 1, I was there for the different test fires, and that was a lot of fun, and then got it when it came out, and I played a ton, along with my BFF that I'm playing this with. And Absolutely love that. Played a lot of Splatoon 2, and then Splatoon 3, we got into the Salmon Run, which this is an expanded mode of. But fell out of the PvP pretty hard. Yeah, this is... It's basically kind of like a roguelike PvE Splatoon. Not quite endless from what I understand. Apparently the final dungeon ends on floor 999, and you can only get to level 999 plus 50, so... Not quite endless, but for all intents and purposes, it might as well be. So it is co-op, and so like the campaign goes side by side if you're playing together, and if you're playing with somebody who's not caught up to you, it'll block out the levels that they can't get to. And campaign progression is shared with that. So my BFF and I have played through this entirely in co-op, and she is in the battles here alongside me. They're a little frantic, but if you see the name Aether over there, that is actually her, and it goes up to 4 players. And there is like a matchmaking thing, but I think you can only use it every so often. But you can also like find lobbies, and there's like a couple keywords around that people have been using for like, you know, end game, final dungeon progression, or things like that. So you can find other people to play with that way by people making a lobby, or making a lobby and having people join you. Yeah, that's rough when your friends are busy. We've got 2 other friends that might be joining us in this. One of them has the game, and we're just waiting to hear from him on when he wants to play. And then we've got another person who's might be getting a Switch 2 and possibly the game next week. We're hoping to play with as well. Unfortunately, most of my Splatoon friends don't have a Switch 2 yet, and not really in the budget. But I am curious to see how it'll go leveling up another player, because at the start of this game it was a little difficult, as you were like unlocking abilities and everything. Now that we have everything, we are just broken. So we'll probably be kind of power leveling our friends. But there is level scaling, so it does, if you're higher level than a map that you're doing, it will scale it up to you, and then enemies are supposed to be scaled so that you and somebody who's higher or lower level in the same map as you, you're doing relatively about the same damage. Yeah, just with the build options available in this game, it gets pretty crazy. Health bank. You can also set up like a bunch of crazy like auto fire gadget setups. Like my turrets are just, when I attack things, they just fire. And with 3 gadgets, a bunch of modifications you can do to that, cross-class abilities and things like that, you can make some pretty interesting builds. Health back. There we go. I do a lot of risky plays when I know that they're going to pay off. You beat the levels when you just like get enough eggs a lot of the time, so I'll just be like, just ignore everything, go get those eggs over in the corner. Or just rush the boss. He's about to die. I can tank these hits. I can tank a hit and take out the boss. I just got primo 5-star dualies.
Noise.
Max range and ink coverage.
I got another 5-star twin cannon as well.
Nice. And hopefully the next level isn't going to be the shockwave guys, because that'll be the death of me with this dodge roll.
I keep forgetting I have it because I was using a different gun for the longest time.
Yeah, that's what's gonna throw me off. Yeah, I was also very excited for this game, and it is not disappointed. But I think my game of the year is probably going to be Dynasty Warriors 3. That is a game that I have loved for like 26, 25 years, I guess. We'll be going on nuts on that one. I also definitely loved Star Fox, and that was very much worth the hype. Dynasty Warriors 3 Remake is coming out October 1st, I believe. And me and my BFF will probably be playing a lot of that on stream for a while, because that's got a ton of content to it. Yeah, and then the Star Fox remake has been a good year for remakes. Star Fox remake was really good.
Got multi-shot, but I don't know what to get rid of to get it.
For the turrets, or?
Yeah, the shot pot.
Gotcha. So I don't think it's actually that good to use unless you also have the blaster, which is one you can only get from crafting. So I saw somebody showing a like a little demonstration of it online, and basically it like splits your shots into a V, so it can't shoot directly at anything. When you have the blaster attachment on, the blast damage from that will hit that center area. So that kind of compensates for that. But like it's good for large targets and large groups. It could still do something with the double, but unless you mean the double trouble, you can have an additional charge of the turret. In which case, I 100% recommend getting that on there. Right now, I don't have Duration Up on or Explosive Finale on, and I've got all the rest of the things that I at least have access to equipped.
Well, I just got those things you said, so...
What you got with the Hyrule Warriors games? Those were pretty good. I played through, I think, all of the first one when it was re-released at one point. Like, I think I played through one on the Wii U and also a little bit of one on the Switch, I think. And those, like, pretty good intro to a Warriors game. They weren't necessarily my favorite, but I'm also a connoisseur of the genre at this point. I've been playing since Dynasty Warriors 3 for 25 years, and I've played a lot of the games, not too many of the spin-offs, but definitely Dynasty Warriors 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, Origins, Samurai Warriors 1, 2, the Orochi Warriors, all 3 of those games in that series, and then several of the spin-offs. So, like, I love that style of game. Basically, my bro introduced that to me when we were young. He just rented it from Blockbuster and was like, dude, you gotta play this with me. And just like, we became obsessed after that. I was like our definition for what a perfect game was. And 3 pretty much nailed it. So, like, there are certain things that I love about each of the games, and I'll go and revisit each of them. Like, it's only been about a year since I played Dynasty Warriors 3, and 4, and 5. Yeah, like, it's one of my absolute favorite games of all time, so how is it not going to be, like, the game of the year? I also remember one time when I had another friend come over, and I was playing Dynasty Warriors, and I just like paused the game, so it was in the pause screen. We could see the map and the overlay of like where the offices were and everything. And you know, like I went and agreed with my friend and everything, and we went back, and I was like, hold on, let me just finish out this level real quick, and then we'll load up the game that you wanted to play.
I just got sharked off the edge.
They will do that. They're tricky like that. But yeah, and then I unpaused the game, and my friend just lost his mind. He was like, wait, there's a game like this? I thought the pause screen was like the actual game. I thought it was some sort of strategy thing you were doing. This is amazing. I like me some mindless, just press buttons and dopamine happens games. This and Dynasty Warriors are both very good for that. As well as, at this point, Star Fox, to me. Sniper boss. Probably could have told that before we even started the level, but if you needed any more motivation to just destroy this boss. Pigman is so good.
Oh, danger. That's fine.
It's no danger if all the enemies are dead. Oh, a lot of Drakengard. Yeah, Drakengard was wild. Like, I'd already played a lot of Dynasty Warriors when I got Drakengard. So at first I was like, this is really clunky and I don't really like it, but man, that game is nuts. It's just like, I'm pretty sure there were more weapons than there are in a Dynasty Warriors game. And to just like multiple endings, which, so my BFF that I'm playing with, she got into Nier. I never really got into Nier. And then she was like telling me about all sorts of stuff and I was like, man, that reminds me of this other game that I used to play, Drakengard, which is just also absolutely wild in lore. And then I found out that they're the same universe. But yeah, Drakengard is one of those games that I will go back to all the time and just be like, man, you want to know an absolutely wild game? Just like, it starts out as like traditional fantasy, and then it gets like really, really dark, and then it gets really, really weird at the point where you're fighting giant babies falling out of the sky. It's that is the most like reality is imploding on itself game that I have played. But yeah, it's definitely got some like slow clunk to it, but it is also just an absolute gem of a game. Yeah, that's and they're kind of an iconic composer as well, and I won't even notice it all that often, but my BFF will constantly notice these things. So she'll hear like just the intro to a song. She'll be like, "Wait, is this?" Yeah, the music will absolutely do it. That's definitely something I've noticed with a lot of my taste too. Like growing up, a lot of games I would play because of the music. I could be absolutely terrible at the game and not that interested in the game, and I would just play the game for the music constantly. Yeah, also just all around fantastic crew on Monica. There was a stream for Exedra that I watched a while back. I actually like got up in the middle of the night to watch one of these like news streams when they had all of the voice actors on, and they were like playing a beanbag toss game, and it was adorable because Mommy's VA is a little bit older, so she was like, I don't know about this, so she just kept like calling for Mommy to or for Homura to stop time, and Homura would just like run over, like call out time stop, run over, and like help her out with like grabbing one of the grab the bag out of her hand as she goes to throw it, posed up, and then just like take it over and drop it into the. Yeah, I also, speaking of Monica stuff, I heard this morning that apparently there's going to be an IMAX version of Valpurgis Not Rising. Still no news of any US release, digital, theatrical, anything, but apparently it's coming to IMAX. So now I have to try and see it in IMAX, if that's an option for me. Yeah, I assume Exedra is at least going to avoid spoilers until it's out in different areas, but there's also nothing guaranteeing that. And at the same time, just like, yeah, it's going to be probably at least a couple months of having to dodge spoilers online. I really hope, because Latin America is October, I think. That's like 2 months, and it's the same distributor, so it probably just comes down to making sure that the English dub is finished. But I'm hoping for like September. My birthday's in the middle of September, so if they could just release it in America in IMAX near me, like middle of September, I would love that. Of course, it was supposed to originally come out for my BFF's birthday in May. We're level 46. Alright, so that was the last of the bosses on Spicy. This is actually going to be a new level. It's listed with the bosses, so I don't know if it's another boss or how this level will work. but presumably it'll be 3 floors, yeah, it's a couple levels below us at this point, so I think we're ready. Yeah, my BFF is absolutely a fan. In fact, so I got her into Madoka Magica, and then she got me into Madoka Magica. And I swear that makes sense. So, we had been just kind of like watching various magical girl things together at one point. And, you know, she had introduced me to a couple series. I had introduced her to at least one thing, and I was like, you know, have you ever seen Madoka Magica? Just like assuming that she had, and she was like, no, I'll check that out. So she wound up watching that on her own, and then, like, a week or two later, because we were just hanging out like every weekend at that time, she's like, man, that was absolutely amazing. Thank you for the suggestion. Rebellion was so good. And I was like, wait, what's Rebellion? Because I had just seen the original series when it came out, and just kind of missed Rebellion completely. So she was like, oh wow, you didn't see Rebellion? So then we watched that, and subsequently basically made it our religion, and have done showings to bring others into the fold as well. But yeah, we are, like, she's seen it more times than I have, because it kind of became her, like, comfort anime that she would just, like, rewatch over and over again. So yeah, she would like regularly be like, you know, on her like 17th watch, and then just be like, oh hey, I noticed this other thing based off of the way that they phrase it, but only in the Japanese version, which you can get if you watch it with subs, but they don't say it the same way in the dub. Oof. Okay, so maybe a little bit more damage and chaos than we were ready for.
Yeah.
I think I understand it now, so that helps.
Yeah.
Give that another go. Yeah, it is so good for that. Just rewatch, and like a lot of the spin-offs as well, which, like myself, she's read all of the spin-off mangas and was playing Magia Record when that was available in the US. We've also, like, you know, read into the other things. We need to read Null Magical Girl, which is a I guess a more recent novel set in a, like, far future in the Puella Magi. Yeah, I still haven't read that. I found an English translation of that, so I just need to get around to doing that. Yeah, same. I also, one thing that I want to do at some point is there is an English translation of, I believe it's supposed to be like pretty much finished, of the PSP game. That's one that I've always been pretty curious about. It's very not canon, but I really want to play that at some point in time.
I just got like bullied in the corner that time. Like, I could not get away, or I was like in the water.
Well, the other 3 lives were all me, so I'm yapping about Monica right now on stream, so I'm at a slight disadvantage.
Whenever I like jump or dodge right into something, I'm like, well, I'm glad nobody else saw that. That was just me.
Okay, I'll die live on stream in much more embarrassing ways, far more frequently for you. Oh, it is not a problem. We're just hanging. This is low pressure, and I love yapping about Monica. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to Exedra adding Kazumi stuff, because that is my favorite of the mangas. Now, my second favorite, I don't think is going to be happening. That's Tamara. Would love to see Tamara get put into Exedra, and I almost thought that she was when there was that initial April Fool's thing with the like dance magica. For a second, I thought that was going to be Tamara, which would be the perfect way to bring in April Fool's jokes into the game. But I don't realistically see it happening. But considering they teased it with the, like, opening trailer thing, I'm pretty sure Kazumi's happening probably soon. But mostly I want Magiriko Act 2. Just because everything I've read about that online to date is just absolutely nuts. And I want to know what's going on. And that's how we would be getting an English translation. But very grateful for Scene Zero. I was very glad that they got that one translated earlier into the game's lifespan. Oh good, there's not a second floor.
Phew.
There are two more levels like that, but they're higher level than us. I think one's 46 and one's 48. Which I guess...
would just like jump, and I swear it was clear. And then like I'm like 6 things are pushing me into a wall, and I'm like, where did all this view come from? Like, what's happening?
Yeah, it's a little high stimulation. Oh no. So that, like the other bosses, you're supposed to do 1 time each for each of the different tanks. Granted, it'll probably be pretty easy once we're higher level. But, yeah, we'll have to do that some more times. Okay, I guess the next one's 44. I guess, let's do a very similar thing, but slightly harder.
Okay.
Yeah, Arc 2 will probably have to be somewhat abridged just for how big it is. I would really love to see them do something with like a lot of the like side story characters, because there was a lot of things in Magiriko where it was like you would just get it in the like, you know, character story that you got from getting the character and leveling them up and everything, and there were some really good stories in there that are just kind of lost now. Yeah, I feel like they did a good job with Scene Zero. And now it's like, it's arguable whether or not, like I would say Mabayu is now my more relatable character versus Homura, whereas Homura used to be a very relatable character for me. But, as far as favorite goes, it's kind of hard to say because, like, part of why Mabi is my favorite character is because she saw Homura in episode 10 and was like, that's my favorite character. And I was like, samesies. So it would only be less Mabayu of me for Mabayu to be my favorite character over Homura. Alright, wasn't the best use of that special, but we got something out of it. I see threat number 1. That one was, the final hit wasn't a dually dodge roll through the waves, but that death was definitely because of a couple of dually dodge rolls through the waves. Eggs. Just get eggs. There we go.
Oh man, it was a good thing I was in danger. Like, please, please.
Yeah, I just saw a couple of the big eggs, and so I was like, just get the eggs, just get the eggs.
Also, I totally keep dodging into the fire with dualies as well. Infinity Nikki has spoiled me, so like you can dodge into things and heal. Like you are supposed to dodge into things, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to do that in this game.
The dodge should at least have some sort of like damage mitigation or something.
Right?
Alright, well the last one is level 46, so I guess we're on level for that. That one wasn't as bad as the first one, I felt. There was less stuff like throwing me around. There was still a lot happening.
I kept getting pushed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one just kept pushing me. I literally spent like all this time trying to jump on top of the robot to get on top of the little UFO thing, only for him to get smacked away. So I like died. It's just so great.
Smooth.
Oh, that was me. That was on me.
Alright, I got the UFO guy down. I mean, we're almost done already. We are absolutely racking up the eggs this time around. I got knocked off the edge, and it didn't let me recover. Alright, last life, but we are almost done. Just despawn, big guy. Nice. That should give us... It allows us to, like, equip the tank ability for an off tank, or it powers up your tank ability if you're using it for the same tank. But you don't get it until you get all three of them. Nice. Title up. That wasn't bad at all. That was actually kind of fun.
I need to make some coffee.
Okay. It's some good time to look at my upgrades and maybe yap some more about Monica. Yeah, I am curious, like, what all mangas they will adapt. I mean, it all comes down to how long the game survives for Exedra, but will they get to Suzune? And there was... So I remember they teased Kazumi and Tart from the beginning. Was there another one that they showed off? Was it Suzune? It's been so long now. I've not looked at that since that came out like a year and a half ago. Okay, so it was Suzune? Okay, yeah. So will they get to that one? And there are a few more out there that are not even teased yet. But, like, I'm glad that there is some sort of compendium of things now. When Magia Record went down, that was like devastating for me. That was actually like, I had just gotten my Homer ring, and like was starting to wear that around all the time. Plus, just like, I mean, where I was at in life, plus where the world was at when that went. Going through the like level after level burnouts, or like week after week just burnout of constant things, and then just immediately went down as soon as they ended the story. Like, yeah, you were at work generally wanted to cry. Yeah, no, I think I spent a couple of days crying, and like I was having mental breakdowns at work for other reasons at the time, but that was also adding to it. Yeah, it was devastating when we lost Majiriko. So I was very excited for Exedra when it was announced. I didn't even have any idea what type of game it was going to be or how it would play. Here's how to bring in the other Tart characters. So I have thought that there are like various events that they had for Tart in Majiriko. They could try adopting some of those. Yeah, exactly. Which I still remember that there were some pretty amusing tidbits in those. Like the fact that Kyubei's name is actually Cube was revealed from, I believe, one of the Tart events in Majiriko. You go back to the past in Europe, and they actually call him Kyubei, and he's like, what? My name's Cube. Oh, right, there were some girls from out that direction that referred to me as Cubit. That must be where you're from. There's actually like a few absolutely crazy lore drops that are just still in Majiriko, just lost at this point. Like, I don't think any of the other adaptations, whether it's Exedra, the anime, I haven't finished the manga yet of Majiriko, but they, in the original, Nemu winds up figuring out that Kyubey is alien technology, reverse engineering, and hacking him. And I don't think that lore of it being alien technology that's hackable has been in anything else. Also, I'm just realizing I've been sitting here this whole time without my water. I'm going to go get some water. I've just been having a little bit of Powerade, but I need actual water. So I'll be right back. I forgot my water. I went and I got my water, and then I was like, you know what, I should grab Homura while I'm there, so I grabbed Homura, and then I forgot to grab the water again. Yeah. I got distracted by magical girls. Yeah, so around when Majiriko went down, I had gotten this ring, which is the actual, like, licensed from the release of Rebellion ring in my size. This took forever to track down. I spent weeks tracking this down, and I could only ever find one, and it happened to be in my size. I could never find any of them for any of the other girls, or else I would have gotten my BFF Monica. Yeah, and then I had to go through importing it and everything, and then I had also gotten these glasses, which, again, are the actual official license. It's got the copyright stuff in there, of Homura's glasses, which I've had. They're not prescription, because I don't need a prescription of any kind, but they are blue light blocking lenses. Yeah, I'd, like, tracked down and gotten these, and then, like, basically trauma bonded into them when Majiriko went down, because, like, I lost Majiriko, but I still have Homura. Yeah, it was a little weird getting the lenses done for this, because while this is a style that is a little bit more popular in other countries, when I took these into shops in the US, they were just like, what is that? Well, I've never seen that style before. I don't even know how we would quote that. But it would be expensive. But then there's a, like, mail-in lens service that you can do. And I was like, I'll just give it a shot. So they were like, you know, we'll just do whatever, one flat price of like $30, and I was like, okay. So I mailed them in, feeling confident that I'd at least get them back, even if they got rejected. But now I sent them back, along with the original, like, just plain glass, non-corrective, non-anything to them lenses that were in them. Like, Lensable or something like that, I think was the service. But yeah. It was interesting taking this into the shops and just having people just, like, stare at them befuddled. I'm like, you've never seen these before? Yeah, I mean, if I needed these to be corrective, then I'd probably be wearing different glasses, because the view window on it is just like a little small. Like for readers, I think these would be fine, but I'd like just like a little bit more range of vision there. Just waiting for my BFF to be back to load up the next level here. I have a couple figures and that's it. I've got I've got a like smaller glass display cabinet, which will probably wind up being like a background element once I've moved in a few months. And a Cube A Plus. Like we've got so my BFF and I have cosplays for Monica and Homura for myself. We got one of those Cube A backpacks for taking to conventions. So when we went to the convention with that, she was carrying around the Cube A backpack like a, you know, like a little kitty or like a little baby, like that, and like, you know, hugging it and all of that stuff. And whenever I was walking around with the Cube A plush, I just had it by the throat. That is how Homura would walk around with Cube A. Yeah. So yeah, I've got like a medium width, probably about yay wide display cabinet, and I've got like a shelf of that's my Monica figures. I've got one of like, I've got like the big Homucifer one where she can be like holding her soul gem, or she can be holding Cube A, like by the scruff like that as well. I've got that, which takes up a lot of the space, and I've got a couple of other Figmas. I've got like a cute Nendroid-ish. I think they're also from Good Smile. They're not Nendroids, but they're like the similar style of Homura and Monica. I've got like a Homura and Monica like laying down hand in hand, and then my BFF and I also have matching Homura and Monica plushies of like the little baby plushie style. I also have the ones where they're like laying down and they're laying like that so that they can kind of like press up against you and like look up or whatever, or be lying on a couch facing outward. I've got that from Magia Record of Homura and of Rena. Just double checking that you're not already back and I just missed it.
I have my coffee and I'm ready.
Nice. Wonderful timing. Alright, so after what we just did, we can do something a little more chill. This will be the first linear level on Super Spicy. It will be Super Spicy, but it's the first linear level. And it's like level 44. which Monokami good smile figure? So, my BFF has the full line of Figmas, including, like, both the Magical Girl ones and the Schoolgirl uniform ones, which required importing the special edition of the PSP game to get Schoolgirl Madoka, which I did for her for Christmas one year. But yeah, and then she also has, I don't remember if she has all the Nendoroids or not. Yeah, that sounds right for $300 definitely sounds about right for just about any Madoka figure, honestly. They get kind of up there. Yeah, luckily, my giant Homucifer that I have was one that a friend got me for Christmas one year. When it was, like, still a reasonable price, like, not, like, when it was actually in print and everything. Yeah, the Snob plush got a little popular after it got memes. I've seen a few bootleg Snob plushes as well, with scarcity and everything there. Yeah, absolutely. It's just, like, amusing to me that there are bootleg plushies. Like, I'm used to it in, like, the My Little Pony fandom, but, you don't really see it in most. Yeah, I do believe my BFF also has the Figma of Sna. Their absolutely massive shield. A lot of figures tend to have, like, top-heavy balance issues with, like, massive chunks of hair that are just big chunks of plastic, but shield, man. Star shield is a little excessive. Yeah, Felicia is fantastic. Her backstory was absolutely wild. Like, when they hit me with that, which, again, that was just something that was just, like, in the character's side story. I was just like, wait. What? As usual when it comes to Monica media, something that you find out at the end explains everything, but what? Alright, another linear super spicy one, but we're actually getting to the point where we're, like, almost out of levels that are on levels, so we'll be back to the endless dungeon eventually. Yeah, I've always liked, you know, like, disconnected, funkish kids and like delinquents and whatnot, being a former delinquent myself. But so like I kind of liked Felicia from the beginning, but after they hit that, it actually explained the why of her. It was absolutely fell in love with her and only want the best things for her. But I really liked Rena, and Rena was in Majiriko, the first 5-star that I got. And so, you know, like going into that, just seeing like the first couple chapters of Magi Record, being like, wow, this character sucks. I don't really like her. She's kind of a jerk to everyone and everything. And then it's like, I guess I'll play her story, though, because I need to do that to make her stronger. She's my only 5-star. I need to be stronger. And the, like, when you were loading into those, they just give, like, a little random quote. And when I loaded into the first time, it hit me with, even I hate me. And I was like, oh, no, she's just well-written, isn't she? Oh, no. So that's why I wound up getting the, plush of her, because of just like that moment, and then winding up finding her fairly, you know, relatable to some extent, because like, I mean, being a transgender person myself, like I can relate to those feelings. Like, I wish I could be somebody else. And then her sequence in the anime I thought was pretty good too. Like, it was fairly abstract and, you know, like, a little difficult to follow the first time, as most things in Madoka are, but, like, really well done. And, like, you know, when she's in her room and, like, it's cutting between the different things and all that, but also the, I love for years the, anime depiction of her ultimate, where he's, like, falling through the various mirrors. That was really well done. They couldn't capture too many things in the anime just by how big Magi Record is and how much they had to cover and the episode count that they were given. Yeah, it's great when Kaede could just kind of, like, put Rena in her place and, like, make her realize her shit and shut her up. Sometimes you need that. Yeah, I love Kaede just because, like, she is typically so much of that, like, he seems like the, like very shy, less capable everything, but, like, no, she's just kind of vibing until things get serious, and then she will, like, she just won't unless she has to. Yeah, I also, yeah, I love the like point when she's like, "What's wrong?" or whatever, and she's like, "Nothing." It's like, well, you only change into why can't I think of her name right now? But their other friend, whenever you're upset. So obviously you're upset. Oh yeah, Momoko. Yeah, Crescent Memorial was interesting. I was not expecting a prequel to Record to happen, but it was. I did like it, and it was nice to see. And Momoko deserved to be built out more. Alright, we're doing a couple more of the Thimble Floor themed ones on Spicy now.
Okay.
We're almost up to level 50. We're getting there. Yeah, I remember having an affection for Momoko in Record, but also she just wasn't really, you know, it as far as gameplay goes. But man, her reputation for terrorizing people with drops has absolutely been my experience with Yachio in Exedra. I've got too many Yachios now. Yeah, Yachio is like, it's nice having a maxed out Yachio, but I don't need 20 more after that. Like, I just need the 6. I would like some other characters now. So I don't think there's any... There's not any since early game that have been avoiding me to this point. I have been, like, a very active Day Zero account. But for the longest time, Moemura was just avoiding me, which was so frustrating with how critical she is to the game. Yeah, especially when, like, there was a smaller pool of characters. It's just like, that was such a game changer, and that took me a few months at least. Like, I got to the point where I almost gave up on the game, and then I finally got her. Nemu, yeah, she was a fairly early one. She took me a little while too, but I got her a few months ago, I think. I was also for a little while to try and do pulls on stream. I was like only pulling like once a month or so, and then like that would sometimes be like once every couple of months. But at this point, which I need to go back and update my list. I've been using, there's a toolkit site where you can keep track of what characters you have and at what ascensions and everything, as well as several other tools. That another follower introduced me to, Ray, and I think I've got everything that's not a limited or from just like the last couple of months. Yeah, I also have that tab open 24/7. I've got one window that's 2 tabs of that site, I think, and then the like main Magia Exedra info, and then Badman's Kyoku list spreadsheet, and then like Reddit with Exedra open, which is usually the other half of my monitor whenever I'm streaming that game, but also just regularly referenced. This one could be a little interesting. This is the last one where it's just like the one really crazy little dude.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to update my list on that. It's a little out of date. I've definitely like upgraded some characters and pulled a couple since then. Yeah, Mommy's a rough one too, and she also took me a while. But I did get her a bit before Moemura. However, it's not until Ascension 2 that it really matters that much. So, that was still... Because I was at a wall of, I think, Nightmare... It might have been Needle Witch, but I think it was Valpurgis Knock that I was just, like, stuck on. So it's just, like... It would go before my characters would get a chance to go, and then just take them out. So you just needed extra speed for that. So you needed either Mommy or Moemura, and it just would not give me. So I was just kind of stuck and stalled out for a while, and that's why I was like almost ready to give up when I finally pulled Moemura. However, my BFF has had, unfortunately, far worse luck, and they dodged her for several months longer. She was not playing quite as hardcore on it, though, so she was not at that same wall that I was at. This one's just a linear level. But yeah, that was a big day when she finally got Moemura. We celebrated. But I definitely started out the game just maximizing gains. So when the game came out, I had just exited employment like 2 weeks prior. So I was absolutely just like glued to my phone. I didn't wake up at 1 a.m. to start playing when the servers went up. I compromised and I got up at 3 a.m. Played for a couple of hours and then went back to bed. But for like the first couple of weeks, I was just absolutely glued to my phone, just non-stop playing Exedra. No, I did not do any account resetting. I just I wanted to have as seasoned of an account as I could, because I was like, you know, I'll get all of the characters eventually. That's how gacha games work, but I'll get more of them faster if I get through the game faster, so I didn't want to spend time re-rolling. Which, I mean, might have been ultimately a little bit faster, but I was trying to, like, maximize resources, because my whole concept is the faster you faster, the faster you can faster, aka the sooner you increase your speed, the sooner you're going to get more speed increase from being able to go faster, so just looking to accelerate as crazy as possible. So instead of trying to go for one girl, I'm going for eventually getting all of them. But after playing through it, it makes sense to re-roll for Moemura. At this point, there'd be like other characters that could be worth going for, but at that point, I definitely feel like pre-Moemura and after Moemura, the game was just an entirely different game. And I did not like the game that existed before I had Moemura. That one was hard. Did a few rerolls, and it's gonna take the Fluvia, Homura, and certain. Oh, that's. The Fluvia is really good there. Yeah, it took. I was I started out with my 5 stars were Sana and Cyrano, and then I wound up getting Homer a little bit later. My BFF, for all the luck that she didn't have in getting Moimura, she had in very early maxing out Homura. So, like, once I found that out, I was like, how... I don't think you should be struggling at the game at this point. That's crazy. I wish I had that. So that is crazy, because I just need more damage out of my Homura, and you got that. But yeah, I thought at first that Sana was great, because I was looking at like different things, and I was like, oh, not really getting how the game worked quite yet. I was like, oh, like, for my defender, what I want is for them to be able to make really big, beefy shields. That appears to be what Sana does. These other ones do some other things, but seems like Sana's probably the best defender, because just for that resource slot of character, she's got the biggest shields. Turns out that's not how you want to do that at all. But she was carrying me for a little while, because everybody else would die, and then Sana would just finish out soloing whatever map I was on. Yeah, her shields, the 2-turn limit is absolutely what destroys her in my experience. Especially for auto battle. Like, every time that I've ever attempted to use her, because just off-element things, whatever, or like, oh, I could use a little bit more crit here, she could achieve that. No. The 2-turn limit on that is just not functional. That's just design that they need to not have in the game. Alright, let's do the first boss on Super Spicy, because that actually gets us another compass to go find another skill point. There's 3 more of those to get from bosses. This is the only one that's on level so far. We'll get a good snot of Uasasana. Yeah. Good chance. I mean, I gotta start adding in more alternates of Majia record units at some point. They need to, I hope at some point they do, like, I would love for like the 1.5 year or 2 year anniversary to like be the start of Act 2 of Record, and with that just release like just double the amount of 4 stars in the game. Just give us way more of those, and release like just another just batch of like record 5 stars. At this point, I've almost finished getting all the Chrysalis for all of my 4 stars. So I think, I mean, they should also add more like 4-star challenges when they do that. But at some point, they just need to just add just another 100% to the 4-star pool. Yeah, although I was very happy to see Hinano and okay, I need to actually focus for a second here. Alright, yeah, I was really happy to see them in the recent event get released. Hinano was never a standout character. lore-wise, but like I always kind of liked her. Can't even really remember why at this point. I just remember I like her. Yeah, so hopefully we do get more like that in the future, but I think with the release of Purgasnock Rising, we're probably going to be getting a little sidetracked for a little bit. Well, hopefully not for a few months still. Like, end of the year would be my preference. Like, simultaneous to like a month after when it comes to home release, which will hopefully be like December and simultaneous global or something, but which we're definitely gonna have to get a collector's edition of that if that exists. We have 3 physical copies of Rebellion in this house, so because we both got the like 3-pack when it was re-released a few years ago of all 3 movies, and then we also already had the 1 copy of like the original collector's edition, which my BFF had picked up. I was looking for one of my own for years and could never find one. But now we live together, so now we've got 3 copies in the house. Just maxed out my gadget damage.
Nice.
Oh good, it's one of the simple compasses this time. Alright, this is a compass level for Power Tank General. Basically it's Splash It, Meteor Fist, and the top thing. Yeah, if you don't catch them when they're in print and recently released, they get expensive. It's so one of my chase mangas right now is volume 2 of Kamara. So I have, I guess in this house, because we both bought these, we've got 2 full runs of Kazumi. We've got like 2 copies of the original series and Rebellion and Wraith Arc, plus Suzune and Tart and everything. And I've got volumes 1 and 3 of Tamara, but I don't have 2 because 2 is just like $170, where all the other ones were like $30 when I got them. So I really hope that they reprint Tamara at some point in time. I did get that balloon. Uh-oh. 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 Yeah, it's something that I see with various mangas. Like, I also really want Volume 8 of Lucky Star. That's another one that's on my list. that one's randomly expensive. There was another series that I like went to start collecting at one point in time, and like I got volume 1, and then I looked into like I think I bought volume like 1 and 2, and then when I looked into 3, it was like, you know, oh, that one just happened to be underprinted, and for like some weird rights reason it couldn't ever be printed again, so that particular volume was just like $300. So yeah, sometimes like you just get precluded from being able to consume certain series because certain ones aren't available. Of course, I read all of the Monica mangas digitally before I ever started collecting them physically. Just gotta be at the right financial point in your life when the things are available. Could use a little less guys around me. Oof. Could use being a little less dead. I'm gonna recharge then. Oh.
Oh my god, I was right there. My fist was on it.
Ah, yeah, I was close. I was at 13. I think we might be able to get it this time. It's a little rough though. There's definitely a lot of dudes that I just don't have the time for. Few days closer. 971, yeah, that's... sounds about right these days. It's a pretty popular one. And it's also... it is what the creator of Yuru Camp did before Yuru Camp, which... you know, that's only becoming a bigger and longer running thing in the recent years. So, understandable, but also, please reprint it, because that shouldn't need to be a thing. Yeah, I still need to catch up on Yuru Camp. I own, like, at least 15 volumes of the manga. Nice! Good work. I've got like at least 15, 16 volumes of the manga. I'm on like 4 or 5. And there's I haven't seen the movie or season 2 yet, but I absolutely love that series, and it was actually a little while before I realized that that was the person who had done the illustrations for Tamara, but then like when I went back, like when I went and looked at my manga collection and looked at them side by side, I was like, oh yeah, that's the way that they draw the characters looks basically identical. As much as I would like the other skill points from the 2 remaining compass levels, especially now that I know there are 3 each, I'd love to do those. However, they're level 57 and 66, so I'm not so sure about that yet.
Yeah.
Let's do the last farming level that we haven't done on Spicy yet, which is level 49. Yeah, Eurocamp was an absolute delight, and the soundtrack from the Season 1 anime is so good for walks and hikes. But I think my favorite part is the Rubber Ducky solo. There's nothing like a good Rubber Ducky breakdown in the middle of a song. Oh no, oh no, oh no. That's why I can't use these guns. Yeah, I used to go camping a bit as a kid as well. I've actually got some wild camping stories from a kid. Some about like injuries and storms and stuff, but other ones about like very heartwarming family moments. But when Eurocamp came out, my BFF had never gone camping, and I had grown up camping a fair bit, and her partner had also done a fair bit camping. So we wound up watching the Season 1 together on a plane trip for a vacation one time, and after that, she wanted to try camping. She likes it now. But yeah, so it actually got her into camping, and we wound up doing a big like camping road trip the following year. Yeah, camping as a kid, there was one campground that I would go with my bro and his mom, where every time I'd either get horribly injured or there'd be a tornado and we'd just have to like hide in the van. So I broke one of my teeth, one of my adult teeth, actually. So I'm actually still dealing with the repercussions of this. Just recently had a dental appointment regarding it. Broke that on a teeter-totter one time. One time I had my entire left arm covered in bees. They all got me. I couldn't bend my elbow for a week. But also, there's one time where I was like out with my cousins and my sister at a place, and there was a river, and we just kind of like made a game of like throwing sticks into the river, and there was a spot where they would just always get stuck. So we kind of like made this thing about how like they can never make it past there, and they'll always get stuck there. And I managed to throw one that got past that spot, so all my cousins just got really excited and everything. They're like, "Oh, you made it past!" And you know, I'm like really young at this point as well. Like I'm probably like 5, 6, and so like they just made like a really big deal out of it, and like, oh, you know, something special is gonna happen now. The following morning, my I think it was my sister came and woke me up, and she was like, "Come on, come on!" Like, because you got the stick past the spot in the river, that special thing's happening. So she's leading me to the river spot, and as we're going, there's like balloons floating up just before us, just perfectly timed. And we get there, and my name is written in sticks at the throwing spot. I found out a few years ago that there had been a wedding at the campsite the previous night, and so my cousins had actually gone and asked for some of the extra balloons when they were done in order to do that, and they just got up super early and put that on for me. So that's like probably my favorite camping memory. That one was an awesome one. Yeah, I guess, like, basically the coordination that they had done was, you know, my sister came and got me and was leading me. Then one of my cousins was going along just ahead of us with the balloons. And then the third, my other cousin, had just, like, ran off completely ahead to go write out my name in the sticks. And yeah, camping's definitely been a little cursed for me otherwise. I've had some other good ones, like with my family, and the ones a couple years ago, well, I guess, alright, 3 years ago, or 7 years ago at this point, when we went on the camping trip with my BFF, when we went on a road trip, I did wind up not from camping. We're actually staying in a hotel for like 2 nights in California. I wound up wiping out on the beach so hard I got a neck injury that I'm still working on. Or I guess just recently realized and started working on. But had some pretty good camping times there too. Yeah, I'm a little accident prone, but we're okay. Yeah, the campsite where the story with my cousins came from, I went there like once or twice a year with my family for probably like 4 or 5 years. And then the other campground, the one where I always got injured, I'd go there a few times a year when I was a little bit older, with my bro and his mom. There were also a few times as a kid that we did road trips where we'd go camping. I went camping at like Yosemite National Park and stuff on some road trips. We did a lot of like cave tours on camping road trips. We did that like 2 years in a row for our vacations. Cave exploration was a lot of fun. Never been on a cave tour? They often go over a lot of the same material. Like, what is a stalactite and what is a stalagmite, in my experience, but if you find the right caves, they can be really cool. Some are more interesting than others. There's usually, like, different tiers to the tours as well, as far as, like, how deep you want to go and whatnot. But I do, at some point, just because I'm old gamer and I remember text adventure games, the old DOS text adventure game Colossal Cave Adventure is based off of Colossal Cave, which I think is in Arizona, which I lived in for a few years, never went. But, like, I'd love to see Colossal Cave at some point, just for the sake of gaming history. Of all things to go spelunking for. I'm a weird person that'll go, like, weirdly overly into a niche thing in a fandom. So, I like K-On! So, I bought Mugi's keyboard IRL. The actual same model that Mugi uses in the anime. I own. It's right over... Well, actually, it's over in my closet right now, because it's packed up for moving purposes. But... No, not the Figma, just, you know, her actual keyboard. Now, I wanted a keyboard, so after one of my friends and I watched K-On! Originally, we both were like, you know, we were both kind of musical and everything, and we were feeling inspired from that, so we went to go shopping, and at the time I could not afford a keyboard, so I unfortunately didn't get anything there. But I was shopping for keyboards, and for years I wanted one, and eventually I was just like, you know what, I actually have the budget for it now. How much would her actual keyboard be? And it turns out it was like $2,000, which was in my price range at the time. Play bass. Yeah, it would be awesome to get the same one as me. When I bought it, I was like, I wonder if I could find enough other fans in the area to make like a tribute band for Hokaku Tea Time. Just like get the uniforms, get the instruments, learn a few of the songs. So I also have a book of the sheet music for a bunch of their songs. I honestly don't know if that's like a good price. It was a good price for that particular one. So I also got it with like a nice travel case, and I think like at least one upgrade, which they're literally like RAM sticks that you can put in there that you can get upgrades or like different sample packs. Which those I've looked into. Those are like usually like $50 each on the secondhand market these days. This will be one of the single floor themed ones. I think that is like around the price I was looking at the time. Of course, that was 6 years ago. I feel like they've probably there's the balance with technology and everything, like, and current economical conditions, so it's probably like gone down a little bit and also gone up a lot, so it's probably more-ish now. But like it was 2000 was like a little you know, if I wasn't looking for that specific model, that'd definitely be a bit much for what would be a retro synth at that point. Definitely does not have all of the capabilities that model things do, which is why I also own a keytar. Which is a much more recent model with some more capabilities. However, Mugi's keyboard does have the option to hook up an external CD burner and burn CDs directly from it. Which is just cool. However, the keytar is programmable from my phone over Bluetooth, which is more sensible. Yeah, when I got that keyboard, which is just like a full synth workstation, started talking to like some other, like one of my friends was trying to introduce me to one of their friends, and He was like, you guys can talk about synths, and they were just like, I don't own anything near that. So they were, you know, typically doing like, you know, patch synths and whatnot, as opposed to workstation stuff. Yeah, it is. When it came out, it was an insane unit. Like, there's a reason why the character who's comically rich has that particular keyboard. When that was new, it was insane. When I got it, it was outdated. But yeah, that's also the reason why she is so ridiculously strong, because that thing is heavy. It is very, like, just ridiculous. I'm glad I got the carry case for it, like the really good, like, hard padded case, because like just lifting it in and out of that in order to wheel around is not great for my back. I'm going fairly smooth so far, but we just need to get a little bit behind this one get here. That went smoother than I expected it to. My damage is now maxed out for weapon and gadget. I can only spend skill points on health. I think we're almost out of levels that are under level 50. Actually, we might be out of levels under level 50. Oh, here we go. We've got the story bosses to do on Spicy. I think they are going to force us to use specific ultimates for this. So I think we're going to be locked to Shiver for this one. Nice, thank you for the sub. That is awesome. Thank you. Enjoy your lurk time. And thanks for hanging out so much. It's been great chatting with you. I remember there is a gimmick. Oh, right. I think we have to wait for each of the gimmicks, basically. Okay, there we go. Now we can do the gimmick. Alright. Alright. Now just that again 2 more times. Alright. Let's fix. Oh no, oh no. Whoops. And I splatched it right over him instead of into him. Fine, I'll back off. Golly, that was a lot of those. I'm dead now. Nice. I thought we were gonna have to do a third ad phase.
Also.
Is this just the same cutscene again? I think so. That looks familiar. Go ahead and skip that then. Yeah, that's... We already know. We already did that. Alright, now for the second boss on Spicy. This is the train one. At least I remember the loop going into this one. The thread on the last one was luckily easy, but I didn't remember it at all. This one I remember what to do. Nope. Alright. Permanent phase. Sniper. And it's gone. Nice, got some pretty good damaging right on that one. Whoa, okay. Oh, don't go back. so far, just feeling pretty satisfied.
Yeah.
Nice. Another easy 2-cycle. And skip, and skip, and skip. Alright, and this is the third of the story bosses, and the last one. And I think the last thing that we have that's sub-level 50. Also, I did just notice the time.
Yeah.
You think this is the last one, or maybe 1, 2 things after?
We'll see what time it is after this.
Okay. That's probably like 5 minutes, like the others. Oh yeah, I remember this guy. So attack the hammer when it's on the ground and like fractured. Oh, swing at me, buddy. Oh, it still is not where I wanted to be. I'll shoot the things. Hammer. Things. Alright. We just kill the heads. While dodging his spinning attack. Oh no, he's coming this way. Running. Oh. I died. There we go. That does it. Darn it. That ran out at the exact wrong time. Shoot. Shoot. I feathered it off the edge a little. Hello, Ray Ray. How's it going? Hope you are doing well. I'm going to focus just a little bit here right now on this boss fight. I was hoping that would be enough to finish it off. Getting something to eat. I am about to go get something to eat pretty soon. Time had gotten a little away from me this morning. Did not realize how late it's gotten. It's lunchtime for me. But here you're doing okay. I've been doing pretty good myself. I learned some new stretches in physical therapy that have been very helpful. So I've been doing better than I have in years for the last couple days. And skip. And skip. And once again, skip. Seen all those cutscenes before. So it's like a 7-minute boss. Alright, yeah, we have now done all the content below level 50.
Nice.
Neat. Do you think another one or done here?
We could probably do like one more, and then we gotta take the puppies out.
Okay. So, be one of the single floor ones. This is for the little car dudes. Alright, so one more level in this stream, and then after that, as mentioned, puppy times. So I'll be getting off stream for that. Been a good one though. This was a pretty productive day of spooning. A lot of good hanging out and chatting today. Any stream where I get to just yap about Monica for most of it. Pretty good stream. Someday I'll start yapping about some of my other special interests, but Monica's definitely a big one. That one gave us so much trouble the first time.
Right?
I'm like halfway to level 50. A little over halfway.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the endless dungeon opens when you hit 50, because I don't see it yet. Like, I could go to the dungeon, but it only lets me see what we've already cleared. So. Yeah, this was a pretty good run. Finished off all spicy.
Yeah.
Now we just need to get our other friends to join us at level 1 and get carried through the entire campaign.
Right.
Well, we'll hop off Discord then. I'll be up for puppies in probably like 10 minutes.
Okay, no problem.
Cool. Alright. And with that, it is going to be time to do my outro. I was saying it's been a great stream, and it was, of course, a lot of fun to chat with Bienma, but at the same time, I love my lurkers. Everybody that's out there that's just been hanging out, lurking, enjoying the stream. Appreciate you. I hope you've been having a good time. But I need to go tend to a couple of things and then go walk some puppies. A, I need snack. B, I need bathroom. Then puppies, then lunch. Then, I don't know, probably working on some music. But anyhow, till next time, where we sparkle and shine, have a wonderful time. And I will see you then. Peace.